I'm Henry Sturchy from Silicon Knights, here with Dennis Dyack, Director of Too Human, and Rob Porsky, Game Designer on Too Human, and we're covering the alignment trees.
One of the things that a lot of people may not know about Too Human is once you reach a pivotal point in the game, you in Azyr, you're asked to choose a more cybernetic aligned path or a more human path, and these different paths really significantly change and enhance your class, and it modifies them in ways that are completely different, and really is something that I think gamers will really appreciate. And we're going to talk about the cybernetic path.
Okay, so the cybernetic path is more damage dealing, armor based path. One of the cool things about the cybernetic path is that it allows you the ability to equip the cannon weapon. And it opens up a whole new set of skill trees. So you can choose, after you make this choice, to either put points into your class skill tree, or you could use them for skills that are in your alignment tree.
And the cannon does a whole lot of damage. It's very heavy, slows you down, but it's just wicked for range and damage.
And one thing that's also unique about the cybernetic path is each of the two alignments get different item sets and things like that as well. So you'll have different stats that are focused on the different loot drops for each of the two alignments. And one thing really unique about the cyber alignment is the runer skills that you actually use to basically, they're smart bombs that destroy rooms. Those are actually earned on board your items in the cybernetic alignment. In the human alignment, you actually earn them through the tree, but on the cyber side, you actually have to collect for them and hunt and gather.
So essentially with the cybernetic path, you get more of a variety, but you have to switch weapons out to use that variety. Where the human path, you get, I guess, more powerful ones that you have to grow through your skill trees.
So the first skill we have here is increases the damage based on the current hit counter in the game. So people who are really good at combos, they can get the hit counter up pretty high and get damage percentage increases on all your attacks.
And to explain the hit counter is if you kill so many enemies within a certain period of time and keep that going, that number continues to grow higher. The higher that gets, the higher percentage damage you get. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah. The next skill below it is slide damage. So adding points in here just increases the damage of all attacks on your slides. Then there's two paths. There's more of the ranged weapon path and the specialization path. So the left path it increases your ammo load. So you just reload less often, and this is really helpful if you're using the cannon, because the cannon takes a little longer to reload than the pistols or the rifle.
And with that, if you really power that up, you can get insane amounts of just damage without having to reload, and people really start to appreciate those cannons in the background as you're devastating all the enemies and your partners up front.
Yeah, but your mobility is hampered with the cannon, so you're not as free flowing and everything. You kind of gotta get the big machine gun turret going on people.
Yeah, it's kind of the Arnold Schwarzenegger chain gun kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the next skill we have here increases the range of all ballistic weapons. And then the last one in this path increases the chance of shots penetrating. So you could shoot through enemies. This is really helpful with the laser. You can hit a troll, and if there's another troll behind it, you can just do double damage on them.
Penetration is rocking. What's the last note?
The last one here is increases all defensive bonuses for armor pieces. So if you really want to tank, you just...
And if you did something like you took a cybernetic berserker, you would actually be able to start to augment some of your armor through your cybernetic path. Or if you took a cybernetic defender, you'd actually be kind of a super tank, because now you've got two paths that are very armor focused.
Yeah, and the right hand side. Oh, the right hand side Rob's going to respec.
So as you can see, these combinations really allow you to mix and match even further within the unique classes and the class trees.
Alright, so the first skill on the right path increases the radius of all runers. So, the runers on the cybernetic weapons are much bigger than the ones that you get on the default, your generic runer that you start with. So this will help you increase the damage of the radius of all these. So these things are massive, but you can just start hitting enemies across the room.
And they're all elemental based, so fire, ice,
yeah,
electricity.
All the cybernetic runers have the elements
sort of like
put on
status
them.
effect stuff. Yeah, there's some cool stuff you can get.
And the skill below the runer radius bonus increases the rate at which the bonus status effects occur.
proc.
So you're going to proc more often. You're going to have a higher percentage. So this will help supplement your skill tree, your class-based skill tree. So if you have fire procs, you'll get them more often.
But in addition to that, too, the charm. So all of the status effects you can gain through the charm quests, this will also help their proc rate, and you can really, really start to really power up some of those charm quests.
And then the last skill is for the spider. It gives him longer duration out. So when you deploy him, you'll be able to deploy more mines. Your turrets and your shields will last longer, and it augments your spider and just really powers them up.
And if you play with the spider a lot, you'll learn very quickly that the spider rules, and the fact that he can stay out longer and do more stuff for you is pretty awesome. Actually, it's a very, very powerful skill.